Generative AI is now embedded in the tools we use every single day. With a quick prompt, you can instantly generate complex outputs, emails, outlines, code, and plans in a matter of seconds. Because the responses arrive so quickly and are written so beautifully, it is incredibly easy to treat the system like an all-knowing oracle. It feels like you are conversing with a human expert who never makes a mistake. And then you ask it a question about a topic you actually know well. Without warning, it hands you a completely fabricated statistic, or confidently cites a source that simply does not exist. The trap here is the delivery. The AI does not hesitate, stutter, or warn you when it is guessing. It uses the exact same polished professional tone to deliver false logic as it does to deliver the truth. So how are you supposed to rely on a tool that is brilliantly helpful one minute and completely unreliable the next? Mastering these systems requires letting go of the idea that they are all-knowing experts. You have to shift your focus away from how smart the tool sounds and look squarely at the human stakes of the task you are trying to complete. To use an AI safely, you have to understand what it is actually built to do. Large language models do not think, and they are not absolute truth-tellers. They are sophisticated pattern recognition engines trained to predict the most useful next word based on instructions. This diagram illustrates the stakes spectrum. On the far left, we have the low-risk zone. In this area, if the AI makes a minor error, it carries almost no real-world consequences. This is where AI absolutely dominates. If you need to condense a dense 20-page PDF into 5 clear bullet points, or turn your scattered meeting notes into a highly structured draft, the system excels at organizing that mess. It also drastically accelerates human effort during brainstorming. You can ask for 20 different ways to write an introduction or format a travel itinerary, and it gives you instant raw material to work with without requiring strict factual precision. As long as your primary objective is manipulating language, changing structure, or generating a high volume of ideas, the tool is incredibly effective. The system breaks down the moment you push it across the boundary into tasks that demand strict factual accuracy, deep external context, or human judgment. Moving to the far right of this spectrum, we hit the high-risk zone and the first major failure mode, hallucination. Because the tool is designed to complete language patterns, it will happily invent statistics, court cases, or historical names that do not exist just to fulfill your prompt. Then we have overconfidence. The system will take a highly nuanced, highly debated topic and present a single flat answer as an absolute fact, completely masking the uncertainty underneath. And finally, shallow reasoning. The output might be formatted as a brilliant, logical-looking checklist, but it lacks any real-world context or actual critical thinking. Because generative AI is optimized purely to produce fluent, plausible-sounding language, it inherently possesses a massive blind spot for factual truth. To bridge the gap between that low-risk utility and high-risk danger, you need a practical safety map to match the right tool to the right task. Keep your safer uses strictly within a defined perimeter. Rely on AI for outlining presentations, brainstorming early concepts, rewriting your own drafts, or summarizing public information. You must explicitly avoid higher-risk uses. You cannot rely on AI to generate legal advice, medical diagnoses, financial plans, or dictate HR compliance. You also have to protect your data. Uploading confidential business documents or personal client information into an unapproved public AI tool exposes that sensitive data immediately. The software itself is rarely the actual hazard. The real danger occurs when a human user misjudges the risk level of the job they are asking the machine to do. As the human stakes of your work rise, whether it involves money, reputation, or safety, the demand for independent human verification must increase equally. Stop viewing AI as a wise oracle. Instead, treat it like a brilliantly fast but highly naive intern. It can do the heavy lifting of a first draft, but it has no idea when it is making a terrible mistake. Trust the tool to assist you, but always verify the output, because at the end of the day, you are the one putting your signature on the final result.